You're listening to Freezecast, a podcast discussing all the latest news and drama in the Toontown community. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Freezecast Episode 8, brought to you by our news station, a.k.a. News. More on that later. Today, we have a special guest on the show to discuss the importance of keeping promises. Please welcome King Pants, also known as Buck.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for having me on the show today. Freeze.
Thanks for being here. So why don't you tell the listeners a little bit about yourself?
Sure, I'm the creative director for Toontown Event Horizon. I write lyrics to Toontown songs, and I also...
Hang on just a second. What was that?
I make really cringy lyrics for Toontown songs.
Not that. The other thing.
Oh, I'm the creative director for Toontown Event Horizon.
That's a very fitting name, considering the sun will collapse into a black hole before the game releases.
No, the game is going to come out eventually. I promise.
You promise.
I promise.
Give me a break. We all know that promise isn't going to be kept.
I promise that promise will be kept.
No, it won't. You're a Toontown development team. That particular kind of development team is not known for keeping promises. Like at all.
Well, this time will be different. We're actually making a ton of progress. Like with the storyline.
Oh, really? Prove it.
Well, I can't spoil too much, but here's a basic plot synopsis. In the zany world of Toontown, where laughter's the ultimate weapon against gloom, a new frontier awaits. Cosmic cartoons, Adventures in Toon Galaxy takes players on an interstellar journey beyond the...
Hold up. I thought the game was called Toontown Event Horizon. Are you generating this garbage with AI?
No, of course not. I would never do such a thing.
Sure you wouldn't. Do you have anything that wasn't made by AI you'd like to tell the listeners about?
Yes. We have a music track from the game we're very excited to show off. Let me just find it. 1 second.
While he's looking for that, let's take a moment to talk about a.k.a. News, the sponsor of this episode. a.k.a. News is Justice for Freeze's very own news station, which has been unbiasedly reporting the news since 2023, with breaking news coverage on everything happening in the Toontown community. You can stay up to date on all the latest scandals, events, drama, and more. And being the top-rated Toontown news station, it's no wonder that a.k.a. News is also the most trusted name in news. Thank you to a.k.a. News for sponsoring this episode. Okay, Buck. Are you ready to show the folks at home your new music track?
Almost. Give me just a minute here.
No problem. Take all the time you need. Are you okay?
Yeah, sorry. It was just the silence was getting a bit awkward. Anyway, here's the track.
That sounded extremely generic. Like, was that royalty-free music?
How'd you know?
Just a wild guess. Be honest, have you made any progress at all?
Of course we have. Haven't you seen our Gladhander model?
What a horrible example. That thing is a crime against art.
What? No, it isn't. I mean, how else were we supposed to remodel the Gladhander?
By doing literally anything else. Even removing it from the game would have been better.
You clearly don't understand modern art.
Because it isn't art. Especially not the rubbish you've been putting out. The entire game looks like it was generated by AI.
No, it doesn't. It looks good. It's a masterpiece of game design, and
it's a Toontown server.
What were we talking about again?
You know what? Forget it. I want to talk to you about the timeline for release, which, of course, we all know is sometime after the universe ends.
Well, we've had a few hang-ups, but it'll be done eventually.
What kind of hang-ups?
Like Justice for Freeze.
Are you serious? We made a single video about you. How is that causing delays?
Because I...
See, you can't even think of a reason.
Because we have a clause in our terms of service that says if Justice for Freeze makes a video on us, we have to stop development for a full year
That sounds like the most ridiculous clause you could ever put in your terms of service. I'm sure this is just another lame excuse to cover up your own laziness.
We're not lazy. If you hadn't attacked us, the game would be out by now.
First of all, we didn't attack you. We unbiasedly reported about your Arc Zero nonsense. Second of all, the game is never coming out either way.
Can you stop saying that our game is never coming out? We really don't appreciate it.
Of course you wouldn't appreciate the truth.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's not exactly a secret that you've engaged in some sketchy practices.
Oh no, I think the call is about to drop. You're breaking up.
Nice try. But that's the oldest trick in the...
I can't hear you. What you said. Please repeat.
Are you kidding me?
Press hash to...
Thank you for calling. My name is Buck. How may I help you?
It's Freeze. We have an interview to finish, remember?
Fine, let's finish this, I guess.
Well, I wanted to talk to you a bit about quality assurance, which is a foreign concept to Toontown servers.
No. We know about quality assurance, in fact. I can get one of our QA testers on the call right now.
All right, bring them on.
One moment, please.
Of course.
So hey guys, my name is Tuck. I'm a QA tester for Event Horizon.
Quality assurance isn't a joke.
Yeah, I agree.
Then why are you treating it like one?
What do you mean?
That's clearly just you using a voice changer, Buck.
Okay, fine. You caught me. Let me bring a real QA tester on.
Sure.
Hello, my name is Duck, and I'm a quality assurance tester for Toontown Event Horizon. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to join you on today's episode of Freezecast.
That was only marginally more convincing. I need you to take this interview seriously.
Oh, come on. I am taking this.
I am taking this seriously.
Then start acting like it. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you about bugs. Every Toontown server has them. Some more than others, and it feels like some Toontown servers add bugs and glitches intentionally. Given the scope of your project, there will likely be thousands, if not millions of bugs at launch.
Actually, we're taking a lot of precautions to prevent bugs and glitches, and we're even on the verge of a major breakthrough.
Really? What kind of a breakthrough are we talking here?
We just made a very exciting new advancement.
Go on.
It's
Just say it already.
minor text fixes.
Are you serious? Okay, that's it. I'm ending the show here.
No, wait, I have something else to show you. It's another music track we've been working on for the game.
Ugh. Fine. Let's hear it.
Give me 1 second. I need to find it. Oh, here it is. It was in my recycle bin. Are you ready?
Go ahead.
Okay, here it is. Freezecast, Freezecast. Freezecast, Freezecast. I love Freezecast. You're listening to Freezecast. Oh, Freezecast. So what do you think? Freeze, are you there?
I'm speechless. That was the most insulting thing I have ever heard. No wonder it was in your recycle bin. That's the only appropriate place for such a garbage piece of media.
Hey, those lyrics took me 3 days to write.
If that assault on the ears took you that long to write, you need to consider doing something else with your time. Not only did you take my copyrighted track without permission, you also insulted this show in a way that nobody thought was even possible. So, good job. I should honestly have you kicked off the show for this.
No, wait. I still have more to show and discuss with you.
Fine. I'm feeling generous today, so I'll let you stay for the listener-submitted question segment.
I guess I'll answer the questions, but I wanted...
The first question is, why did you decide to give the gags 100% accuracy? That takes away the challenge from Toontown.
Oh, yeah, the accuracy thing. We're actually completely reworking how gags work. It'll all make sense soon. I promise.
There you go again, making promises you have no intention of keeping.
Well, to be honest with you, the whole gag rebalancing thing came from ChatGPT.
Aha, I knew it. Next question, why can't you make your game single player? You already know people won't play after the first week.
Trust me, people will still be playing after the first week, month, year, decade. We've prepared many manipulation tactics to keep players in the game, so look out for those.
Taking a play out of Corporate Clash's book, are you? Our next question is, what inspired you to create a Toontown server, even worse than all the rest?
I promise it's going to be really good. But to answer the question, it was ChatGPT. We actually asked it for ideas for a Toontown server, and it gave us the outline we're using for Event Horizon.
Our fourth question is, what's the deal with the shaders? Toontown already looks bad. Why mess it up worse?
The shaders are going to be completely optional, so I don't want to hear any complaints about them.
Well, why even add them then? Nobody's going to use that garbage anyway.
Feature bloat, that's really it. Just feature bloat.
I should have guessed. Next question. I attended ToonFest last year and saw you going through Joey's computer. Care to explain yourself?
Oh yeah, I was just helping him remove a virus from his computer. That's all.
That seems extremely suspicious. We have a couple more questions. Will Event Horizon continue the Toontown tradition of being a Bitcoin miner?
Obviously, how else would we pay for the servers?
Well, I can't say I'm surprised by that answer. Anyway, here's our final listener-submitted question. I applied to the Event Horizon team out of curiosity, but was asked about my social security number and my credit card number. Why does your team need this information?
Well, you see, I have to go.
Well, that was King Pants, everybody. Hopefully he learns to keep his promises soon. In the meantime, check out Icy News, the sponsor of this episode, for all the latest news updates about Toontown and its community. And tune in next time when we'll have a special guest on to discuss the importance of being courteous. This has been Freezecast Episode 8. Freeze, signing off.
Funding for this episode of Freezecast was made possible in part by Icy News and by listeners like you. Thank you. Freezecast is written and produced by Mr. Freeze for Justice for Freeze. This podcast is a parody meant for entertainment purposes only. The creators of Freezecast do not condone the harassment of anyone appearing in or mentioned in this podcast. Freezecast is a work of fiction. All characters appearing in this work are fictitious. Any resemblance to real persons, living or dead, is purely coincidental. Thank you for listening to Freezecast.